Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Georgette and this is Georgette's Fragrance World. As y'all can see, today's video is much better because my friend Cedric gave me his camera to film and the light is not a bother, so thank you, Cedric. Now today I'm going to talk about a fragrance that I really like. It's called Sehr Shiela by Swiss Arabian. It's one of my favorite oud rose combos. Now take it easy, it's not your regular oud rose combo, okay? This is more up the alley of fragrances like Frederic Mal's Portrait of a Lady. And I also saw on Fragrantica they said Armani Privé's rose-oud. I haven't smelled that one before, but all the notes in that one are present in the Sehr Shiela. It's listed, I think, just 3 notes or so. I think rose-oud and patchouli. And Sehr Shiela has those and more. So relax and let me tell you about this beauty now. The first time I got this perfume, when I tried it, I was like, I wasn't, one for the very strong scents. But now, anytime I want to pull up and cause a scene, this is what I'm wearing. I've given Portrait of a Lady a full day's wear. I know Cedric disagrees with me, but personally, I'ma love this over this. Hey, it's just preference, okay? So don't get pissed if you love this. I love Portrait of a Lady, yes, but Sehr Shiela for me, because one, it's cheaper, and then 2, is giving me like same performance and more, so yeah. Now let's get to the notes, okay? First off, I'm gonna list them over here, okay? But then basically when you spray it, let's do that now. It's to die for. Okay, so immediately you spray, you get a beautiful rose blast. The same kind of rose that is in Oud Ispahan, Portrait of a Lady. But this is not a dry rose. It's not a dry rose. It's kind of fresh, but not so fresh. Does it make sense? Yes, it's not so fresh, but it's kind of fresh actually. And then you pick on the oud. It's slightly bitter. And then it has some spices to it. It's not green, but then you do feel that like leafy freshness. I don't know whether it's because like I'm thinking the rose is fresh and I said BB, but what did they make and I say, yeah, you get that kind of leafy quality to it, even though it's not green. And then it has some spices, although you don't have any spices listed in the notes, but then you do feel the presence of some spices in there. It's a tad incensey, not too much, very bearable. And this is extremely beautiful. Like, it's not like anything I've smelled. Honestly, like I said, I haven't smelled rose-oud, so I can't say. But first time I sprayed it, it gave me like a very uncanny resemblance to Portrait of a Lady. Mind you, it's not the same. I wouldn't say it's the same at all. Even if I'm asked to pull like similar scents or let's say dupes of fragrances, I'm not going to pull it. But it just reminds you of, the rose in here and then the oud, what is here. This is more oriental to my nose, honestly. But Portrait of a Lady, so your oriental pound, like it's got a lot of spices. This one is very spicy. Portrait of a Lady is very spicy. So if you find this, this is so pleasant. Okay, so if you find Portrait of a Lady to be too much for you, yeah, get Sehr Shiela and you'll love it. Maybe if I'm going out with my man, I'll let him wear the Portrait of a Lady and I'll pull the Sehr Shiela, and then we are just going to give like some crazy combo when we enter wherever we are going to. So personally, I feel like it's an all year round scent. I've worn it to work a couple of times. I know, don't even get me started on that because this is a beast. Projection is solid, sillage is solid. Everybody can smell you. Okay, I mean, when you do a side by side, like not so much like Portrait of a Lady, Portrait of a Lady, because I told you this is way more spicy. Okay, so I mean, we're not doing a comparison or anything. Like I told you, they are not the same. And it's just that the rose in here just reminds me of that combo, you understand? But this is like way too spicy, and honestly, Portrait of a Lady is not up my alley. That's why I fell in love with Sehr Shiela when I got it. Cedric loves Portrait of a Lady, but Me, not so much. It's just a bit too much for me. But Sheela is like a more feminine. It's not a feminine fragrance, mind you. It's extremely unisex. But comparing the two, you know, it's really toned down on the spices, and this gets sweeter. So let me talk about Sheela, since that is the focus of today. Ignore Portrait of a Lady, okay? So this gets sweeter as it begins to dry, and that rose is to die for. Even the oud note is not overbearing. It's like that pretty nasty oud. Does it make sense? This oud is not animalic, but it is not faint, and it is not weak. It's just a very beautiful scent. I'm surprised they didn't list any incense or something in the notes, because I do get an incensey vibe in the Sheela. I don't know, but there are quite a number of notes listed, but you don't see incense in there. But I do feel incense when I smell it. I love it. I really love it. I feel like it's age appropriate for everybody, but not for a younger audience. I mean, they wouldn't appreciate oud. And also, I feel like it's all year round, because it's not cloying. I mean, if you handle the number of sprays well. Personally, I love to splurge on it. And when I step out of the elevator, like 30 minutes later, somebody's gonna, I mean, I'm exaggerating, but like for a really long time, people are gonna tell me, I knew you were in the elevator, I knew you were in the elevator, I knew you were at work, and it feels so good. People work in my office and they're like, you know, in the air, it is so beautiful. To be very frank with you, all you pick up on this one is the rose, like the rose. The oud is not so much in there. The oud is not relegated, but then it's not in your face. Like the rose is everything. And I absolutely adore the scent. I'm gonna rate the scent like a 10 over 10 in my books, because getting such an incensey, spicy in quotes oud, smelling so fresh. It's not a fresh scent. I'm just talking about the rose, you know. It's really good. It smells like probably you just picked the roses. To my nose, it's not dry at all. So I think basically that's about Sheela. What would you want to know? I've already told you about the projection. I've told you about the performance. Performance is good. Projection is like a solid 10. And what more do you want from a fragrance? This is a masterpiece from Swiss Arabian. I absolutely love it, and I would recommend it 1,001 times. Mommy, we are shooting. I'll call you back later. So yes, I absolutely love Sheela from Swiss Arabian. This is a 10 over 10 in my opinion. I would purchase it. And if I want to feel like a bad boss, if I want to feel like a really pretty boss you can't come close to, this is what I'm gonna pull up. And if I'm going for like a fracom setting and I know everybody's gonna be wearing their most expensive niche scents, I'm definitely pulling up in Sheela, and y'all ain't telling me nothing, because y'all niches ain't got nothing on this girl right here. It's a beautiful scent, and yeah, I don't know how much to emphasize enough. And also take note, in the very dry down, okay, it has amber and vanilla, so it gets sweeter, gets into the end of the fragrance, maybe from the mid going, yeah, it gets relatively sweeter, and it lasts. I know for the notes, it has agarwood, it has rose, it has patchouli, it has vanilla, it has amber, and a few little, you know, but I'm really surprised they didn't list incense, because this is beautiful. Thanks for watching, and please make sure to subscribe, like, comment, share. If you want to purchase and you're in Ghana, you can check out Quality Fragrance GH on Instagram. I'm gonna put the link up there. Love y'all, and see you in my next video. Bye.